It's
And they've
insanity.
obviously become this massive destination for a bunch of different people. I mean, you saw the Rogan's now all over there now for
Totally.
the most part.
Yep, with the
Kinda,
with the
sorta,
video
maybe.
platform. With the video platform that one of you guys predicted. I can't.
Oh yeah,
Is that you? Yeah.
That would have been me. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
We do predictions here?
Yeah. Well, you just made
we,
one.
We have right predictions a lot of times. We've done that a few times.
99%. I think we're at right now.
But the Rogan, and this is a tangent. We talked about it a little before. The Rogan thing is funny because they didn't turn everything over to Spotify. They cut out some stuff, which is a little interesting. So Spotify meddling in what Rogan has put out over the last 13 years, and he's the king of podcasts, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and they're now telling him that, episode 932, we're not going to put that in there. Episode 1057, don't like that guest, not going to put that in there either. So they're already curating a little bit, which is scary.
Wow. Well, that's like Twitter kind of. If there was a new Twitter, they would kind of erase all the stuff that's going to be controversial, like blackface or something like that, where it's like, oh, crap, this is going to not only tarnish you, but it's going to tarnish our brand, so therefore it's out. But, yeah, that is censorship at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right?
And, I mean, that's this is Tangent City at the moment, but but the Rogan thing, like, he has always just said, I'll have a conversation with whoever, right?
Totally.
And now Big Daddy Spotify, who paid him $100 million, is saying, we don't like all those things all those people you talk to, so I'm going to cut some of that out. We're not going to get too political on this, but it's interesting. It's interesting to see that that's what's happening when, I mean, his core fans, I wouldn't call myself a core fan. I do listen to him when he's got somebody on I like, but I don't like that. Like, I like people being able to talk to whoever they want to, have the conversation, learn something about somebody on the other side that you may not have liked to begin with, and just kind of grow and learn from that.
Yeah, the reality with that is he had to have been in the know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When you drop $100 million or whatever it was, you're not going to surprise the golden child of podcasting.
Yep.
And if they did, then there's just
weird.
No way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
But honestly, it's $100 million, and he's moved to Texas, so he gets to keep a lot of that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying that it's an interesting play as far as what he's built himself to be over these 13 years of building that podcast empire to, here comes the highest bidder. Yeah, you can meddle with my old shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's weird to me.
No, you said it, because he mentions it all the time. He says, nothing's changing. It's staying the same. This is just a licensee deal and whatever. But, I mean, it changed even within the context before it moved to Spotify, because it used to be live. Then they said you can't be live anymore because, well, A, you got to run ads all the time, right? And B, because there's so much controversial stuff that can happen in real time, or just straight up, mistakes and stuff that, they went from live to not live. I remember when that happened. I remember the day it happened. I was like, oh, man, the live thing's so great. This is live.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
It will be, but someday.
So, in that situation, and I haven't listened to one since this news, and it's December 1, I think. He's exclusively on Spotify, so we're 4 months away.
Okay, I was curious why
3 months away.
The Miley Cyrus video was still on YouTube. But
I think it's December 1 that
December
it's
1.
Exclusively. Everything will be there. It's probably there too, but I think that's why it's still on YouTube at the moment. So, and it'll probably get pirated like Alex Jones does, right?
Totally.
There'll be somebody will put it on YouTube still, but different point. My thought there is, if that's the case, what are we? Are his ads going to be completely different? Are they going to be interspersed throughout? Because the great thing about his podcast right now is that you fast forward through that first 7 minutes and you don't get an ad again until the end. Like, you get the conversation for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, Nate said this to us before, and it makes sense. He'll subliminally toss some stuff out there. It'll be talked about in a different way, but it'll be part of the conversation as opposed to, Bill Simmons, where he says, let's take a break and we'll talk about whatever, and then he comes back.
Yeah, it breaks the flow.
Stamps.com in the middle. And
he's
just
a little
fast
more
forward.
organic with it, and I do feel like he curates the ads where it's like stuff he uses and stuff.
Totally.
Like Miller Lite. I love Miller Lite. Just, throwing it out there, Miller Lite.
I was going to say, once you start paying attention to what he's plugging, it's actually more consistent than you think.
It's probably
it's kind of like, I would say, I should do a little project on this, but it seems like it's every 10 minutes there's some kind of plug.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
You're probably right. I probably just don't pay enough attention to it as it's happening.
I pay attention
They're
to all
3-hour episodes, so I kind of zone out sometimes.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. I'm in the car and I'm daydreaming.
I'm dialed on what they're talking about, but also that stuff, because A, for notes, and B, just like, damn, how much money is this guy really making? Like, fuck.
Well, and you market a little bit yourself, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So,
tangent. That was a tangent.
yeah, this may be the tangent episode.
It's really the benchmark in this state of podcasting. You
Yep.
know, podcasting is still, air quotes, relatively new, and he's kind of set the benchmark. And well, maybe it's not the benchmark. Maybe he just took all the money. I don't know.
Yeah, he may have just made it harder on everybody else. Spotify goes belly up in 3 years because, well, we shouldn't have signed Rogan to a $100 million deal, and then lopped off what he, everything he did.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Howard Stern contract all over again, basically.
Yeah,
right?
you're right. That's a good point, man.